Hello, welcome to another cooking rodeo with the Tater Cowgirls, or with the Tater Cowgirl. Tater Cowgirl Junior is not here. She might come later, so she's out with her papa. So again, she had a busy Halloween. I might put some pictures, and she went as a steampunk, and I went as a zombie to the office. She had her first Halloween, the first dance in junior high, so that was kind of a big event, social event of the year, but it all went well. Anyway, what we make today is one of my main dishes for Thanksgiving, I suggest. The next one I make next week. And today we are making a lentil loaf strudel. So that might be something you might want to look at. The strudel dough is the same like Oma's apple strudel dough. It's already on the video on my Tater Cowgirl video channel, so you can look it up on YouTube. It's the same dough like that. Very easy. I put the description underneath the video, but I'm not gonna show you again. It's basically bread flour with water, salt, and avocado, and kneaded in the food processor until it forms a bowl. Yeah, a little ball, not bowl, ball. And then you let it rest 1 hour. It's a very elastic dough. So the code word is elastic, because you need to widen it for the strudel. Okay. What we do first is the filling for our strudel. And I have 3 cups of water, which I keep 1 cup in here. I put 2 cups in my pot. You see my pot there. There is 1 cup of green lentils in there. We add half a cup of red lentils. Let me get a wooden spoon. Alright. You have to let that cook. The reason why I keep 1 cup back, we want a kind of meatloaf consistency, and I want to make sure I'm not putting too much water in. So we let those cook, and we add this. This is a cup of chopped parsley. This is 1 orange pepper, bell pepper, which I put in the NutriBullet. And this is a carrot, which I put in the NutriBullet, 2 stalks of celery, and half a white onion. The reason why I chopped it finely, but then I decided to put some of it in the NutriBullet, because I really want it incorporated in the meatloaf and not like all single pieces in there. So we put that one in. Smells good, and the colors are good. You can basically, if you want to add something else in your meatloaf, other vegetables, I think mushrooms would go well, maybe even a butternut squash, I don't know, from the food processor. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, that would work. Alright, so here I have the spice. First of all, I also put, this is a flaxegg, 3 flaxseed meal tablespoons with 6 tablespoons of water. So mix that and let it gel. We need that later. And then I have 1.5 cups oat flour, or oats you put in the food processor and grind it up. I had oat flour, so we need that later. And the spices are 1 tablespoon garlic, 1 tablespoon onion powder. I have half a teaspoon, Jesus Christ, half a teaspoon marjoram. I have half a teaspoon red chili pepper. Oh, do I have that in? Not yet, huh? Yeah, I can put it in the red chili pepper. This one. And I have the Provence. You can use Italian herbs. I have herb de Provence, 1 tablespoon, because this gives it a more earthy flavor. I think the herb de Provence. I like it. Okay, and thyme, a quarter teaspoon thyme I have in there too. And a quarter teaspoon salt. Salt you can always put in later a little bit more. I also have, I'm going to show you that. I bought chopped spinach and drained the water. So you need that for the strudel, so keep that handy. And later you need ketchup. I have the organic ketchup from Trader Joe's. That all comes later, and yeah, we'll explain later. So let's cut that. It's all that is nice and soft. The reason why I do that first is I want it cooled down before we use it. So when I do the dough, this one can cool a little bit. Just let it get soft. It's already tasting good. Just the vegetable, the lentils in the water. Oh, one thing I wanted to do. I put 1 tablespoon vegetable, better than bouillon, vegetable vegan bouillon in it. Gives it a good taste. Alright. Here. Then what you also will need is a cooking sheet with a silicone mat. I put that here so that you can see everything later. And the oven to 375. That's the temperature we have the strudel in later. Okay, so let's cook that. Alright. It doesn't need much. It's just that the lentils are soft, you know, and carrots, they are so fine chopped they don't need long. And I take green lentils, or brown lentils in my case, and red lentils. The red lentils make everything a little thicker and they go fast. These are the red lentils. Yeah, the green I used all up, so but you know how lentils look like, so I don't have to tell you. And just get it all done. Right, put that away. Spinach. We don't want to make it too mushy, but it should, you know, like the carrots are nice and soft and everything should. We want to get it to a consistency where it looks like meatloaf, basically. Because the original recipe, I think we're almost there. Because it will go in the oven, so it will cook a little bit longer. And if you bite on one carrot, that's not completely won't kill you. It's already soft. Okay. Good. All right. So, see that? Go a little over here. Okay. This is how it looks. Now we put the spices in. Alright. Incorporation of the spices. Then we put the flaxegg in, which holds everything together. It's our egg replacement. And then we put 1.5 cups of, oops, there's some parsley in there. 1.5 cups of oatmeal, or you know, if you have oats, you just put it in the food processor and grind it up a little. It doesn't have to be too fine, but fine enough to help us make a good meatloaf consistency here. And you just stir it. Looks pretty good to me. I don't think we need more water actually. Just want to get it all in the oatmeal. And then I'll taste it. Oh, yeah, we need tomato paste a little bit. Let's say a tablespoon. Oops, it didn't open. Oops. Alright, tablespoon tomato paste. It gives it a nice fruity flavor. I like that Cento tomato paste from Italy. I lived close to Italy, so a lot of my Oma's recipes have Italian fusion. We lived about 2 hours away from the Italian border at the Brenner. You know, Innsbruck is close in Austria. So I lived where Castle Neuschwanstein is. Those people who visited Bavaria, they probably know. Yeah, looks good to me. Looks meatloafy to me. Look at it. Let me know. You want me to put more in? More water in? I don't think so. Okay, we let this cool now. Let me try it. Okay. I think I put a little bit more pepperoncino in. Because we like it very spicy. And then maybe a 1/4 teaspoon marjoram. So we have a 1/2 teaspoon marjoram as a whole. I put a 1/4 in before, so I will adjust it on the recipe. You will see it. And the squirrel, huh? Should we get a little sriracha in? Yeah. My grandma would have done too if she would have known the squirrel. Just a little squeeze, you know, not too much. We give this a little stir now. It's all incorporated. Perfect meatloafy consistency. You could do this as a meatloaf now. In silicone form. We have a perfect meatloaf. Good. Okay. Put that on the side, let it cool. This can go. And now we are approaching the strudel dough. Just wash my hands before we do that. See how, yeah, you see my board, yeah. It's a good view actually. You can see me and the board, right? Yeah. So we put flour on the board. And on the roller, just to make it less stick. Shouldn't stick much. It's not that kind of dough. Okay, take it out of the plastic. Yeah, see how elastic it is already? Nice. We can already, if we roll it a little bit, make it bigger. You want to get a rectangle out of it. We will do this with our, oh, that reminds me, put your ring away, because you need your hands, the back of your hands for this. Just do it with the roll first, and then with the hands. Makes it easier. More space here. See how nice that dough is workable. You see that? So this is how you do it. You put it on your handbags, and then you tear it. You know, like a pizza. When you look what the pizza guy is doing when he's doing it's basically the same motion, and you get a really nice big dough. You want your dough to be thin, not thick. Strudel dough is supposed to be thin. That's the original strudel dough, not the phyllo dough they sell you as strudel dough. That's not strudel. It's an Austrian strudel dough recipe. Strudel comes from Austria. Okay. Nicely done. I'll get a little bit thinner without making holes. If you get a hole, don't worry about it. You can make it close later. Okay, now I take my strudel towel, you know that from last time. I put it over my board. Yes. Alright. Put a little flour on it. How nice that dough is. Oh man, I'm proud of myself. Put a little flour of it on it. Alright. And now we put the dough on, and we keep stretching the dough to a rectangle. Here, I don't want to have it hanging over here because I need dough. I can go all the way here to the board. Here. Too far because we want to have it fit on the cookie sheet. Alright, so now you have two options, okay? You want to put a little, the original asks for a little butter here, which we of course not do. You can do another avocado in this recipe because it's a meaty strudel. You can do tofu, silken tofu, or you can do vegan cheese, which I do. I found this nut cheese at the Whole Foods. If you're on a strict weight loss program, don't do it. It's too much fat. Use a half an avocado, mashed and put it on your dough. It's just as fine. I have the avocado in the dough itself, so I already have a whole avocado in there. But we put a little cheese everywhere. Okay. This gives it a little pizzazz. And now we have the drained. Let's drain it one more time. I really want it dry. So drain your spinach pretty good, okay? Chopped spinach, which goes more on the 2/3 of the dough up here, not so much up here. You just want it here. That's the trick with the strudel. Also, people think the whole filling goes all over the strudel. The main filling is only here, but we want the spinach all over the strudel with the cheese. So it nicely is incorporated everywhere, so we don't want spots without. Okay. Looking good to me. There's a little bit too much over here. So just spread it out a little. Okay. Now we have our filling, and we put that right here in the lower third of the square. We just shovel it in here. Spread it out here in the lower third. Leave a little bit of a border, not much. Okay, this is it. Okay, now you take the towel and you roll over the meat. See? You have a nice little roll. You drag it over and you roll again. And then you close here, you tuck them in. Tuck them in here, and the seam should be underneath, so that works the best. See my strudel? Ha ha! Here, brag moment. Okay, now we're not done yet. Okay, got a fork and a little ketchup. I have my organic ketchup. Oops. I have to throw the lid down. And where's my little... Okay. And my fork. Okay. You make a few holes in here that you can vent. Okay, here a few. And then we put some ketchup, like a meatloaf, you know. We put some organic ketchup on top and glaze it. everything is good. And then we put it at 375 in the oven on a silicone sheet. Do you think that's a cool roast instead of a turkey? Put it in the middle of the table as a centerpiece. Everybody will like it. It's like a meatloaf and mashed potatoes with it, and good navy bean gravy. I will show you the gravy next week when I do another. Well, you can use it side or centerpiece. I'm not telling you what it is. It's really cool too. And but this one will make your guests turn into vegans. Okay, we got it here. So all we do is just let it roll over on the silicone, and I create a little horseshoe. That's what I usually do. I form it like a horseshoe. Okay? Then we have some ketchup underneath now. Get some ketchup here. Again. I could have rolled it over and then glaze it. But this way I have a little bit underneath. That's good too. It's not gonna get dark or burnt. And you have to watch it in the oven. So it's in there 45 minutes. I will start watching 35 minutes up. My oven is a little bit old, I know. It will probably take the whole time, but other than that, because everything in there is cooked, you don't need to be, you know, afraid that something is raw. You just want to have it nice and crispy when you take it out. All right. What do you say? Lentil loaf strudel for Thanksgiving. Doesn't this look nice? Ha! See get the border nice. Okay, let's put it in. 45 minutes, and then we will talk again and see how it turned out. 45 minutes. And I will start looking at 35. Make sure it's not burning. Don't let it burn. All right. See you later. Hello, we're back. Look how nice our strudel looks. I have to show it to you. And Eddie is here, Tater Cowgirl Jr. Look how nice that strudel looks. Of course we will open it up for you. But this is a nice centerpiece on a nice platter for Thanksgiving. I would serve it with mashed potatoes and maybe a navy bean gravy. It's a really easy gravy. I have it on my YouTube channel already. If you look for the video where I make 3 different gravies, cheesy, then the McDougal golden gravy and the navy bean gravy, and I think a chocolate pudding, Mary McDougal's chocolate pudding is on there. So if you look at that video, there's the recipe for the navy bean gravy, really easy. And I will make it next week for another suggestion for Thanksgiving as a main item. But now we're gonna cut it up, and Eddie is here. Say hi. She has a retainer now. No braces anymore. Come here. You can't see. No braces. But we have a dentist appointment in 1 hour, so we gotta hurry here. Okay, let's cut let's cut our horseshoe. I would say I always cut it in the middle. Then you can freeze half of it if you don't need it. Be careful with the silicone mat that you don't cut the mat. Let's do a nice piece here. It's hot. Should cool. Should let it cool down a little. If you wanna, I would wait 5 minutes at home before you cut it. See how hot it is. It's piping hot. So. Let's see. I don't have a fork. I don't want to touch it. It's so hot. Okay, I got it here. Yeah, got it. Oh, it looks nice. Okay. Put your two. Make sure it's cut. Yeah. The crust and the underneath, you have to make sure it's cut. Ah! Just a little bit. Bear with me, bear with me. Let's put 2 pieces underneath. Okay. Let's put it like, maybe like this. And I want to show you other piece that you see how it looks. Press it out. See what that happens when you press too much, then you press the filling out. I try not to do that, but as I can touch it, here. Yeah, the problem. Yeah. Oh yeah. It works better. Good job. You did it right. See how nice that came out with the spinach. Look at this. Isn't that cool? So we have a nice centerpiece here with mashed potatoes, maybe some Brussels sprouts, some gravy, maybe some butternut squash. But that is a nice Thanksgiving roast if you don't want to do turkey. Of course, yeah, the whole food says nice to turkeys. I had that last year. They were actually good. But this year I want to do something myself, and I think that's a good alternative. So see you next time. I make another main item. Yeah, Eddie can wave too. See you next time and peace out. Pow. Good. Forgot to show you. It's really good.